Hello guys, welcome to mathematics classes by Nikita. So in today's video I'll be doing the exemplar which is provided by NCERT, and I'll be solving chapter 2, that is relations and functions. So you can see that in this exemplar some basic concepts are given so that you can just brush up whatever you have learned from the book, and then some examples are there, the solved examples. I hope you can do the solved examples yourself because I will be solving the exercise. Okay, and one more thing, those students who are preparing for any entrance examination should do this exemplar thoroughly, because it contains very important questions which clears all your doubts and all your concepts also. So the link to download the exemplar is given in the description box. You can check the link directly from the NCERT website. You can download it. Okay, so let's start. So you can see that on the right hand side I have opened the book, the exemplar, and on the left hand side I will be solving the questions. So here it is given exercise 2.3, or rather it is section 2.3. so first we have some short answer type questions. So let's see the first question. So the first question says that let A is equal to the set -1, 2, 3 and B equal to 1, 3. You have to determine A cross B, B cross A, B cross B and A cross A. So basically you have to find the different Cartesian products. Again, you know what is a Cartesian product. Those who forgot, please check my earlier videos, that is the starting of relations and functions. So there you can just brush up your concepts by seeing what is a Cartesian product. Okay, so question number 1. So given is that A is equal to -1, 2, 3 and the set B is equal to 1 and 3. So in the first part we have to find what is A cross B. So A cross B is the set of all ordered pairs where the first element is coming from A and the second element is coming from B. So A cross B will be equal to, so A cross B is -1, 1, then -1, 3, then 2, 1, then 2, 3, then 3, 1 and then 3, 3. So if you want to check the cardinality, the number of elements in A cross B will be equal to 3 into 2, which is equal to 6, and we have got 6 elements. In the second part you have to find what is B cross A. Now in B cross A the first element is coming from B and the second element is coming from A, okay, in each ordered pair. So therefore B cross A will be equal to 1, -1, then 1, 2, then 1, 3, then 3, -1, then 3, 2 and then 3, 3. Now note one thing, the cardinality of both A cross B and B cross A is same, okay, but as a set they are not equal. So A cross B is not equal to B cross A. Now in the third part we have to find what is B cross B. Okay, so B cross B. So B was equal to 1, 3. Now see that B has 2 elements. So the number of elements in B cross B will be 4, 2 into 2. Now in each ordered pair the first element is coming from B as well as the second element is coming from B. So therefore B cross B will be 1, 1, then 1, 3, then 3, 1 and then 3, 3. So this is how we find B cross B. You can see that it has 4 elements. In the fourth part you have to find A cross A. Okay, so A cross A, the cardinality of A is 3. So therefore the cardinality of A cross A becomes 3 into 3, which is 9. So the set A is, I am writing the set A here. So it is -1, 2, 3. So therefore A cross A will be -1 with -1, then -1 with 2, then -1 with 3, then 2 with -1, then 2 with 2, then 2 with 3, then 3 with minus 1, then 3 with 2, and in the last you will have 3 with 3. So you can see that it has how many elements? 9 elements. Okay. Now question number 2. So question number 2 says, you can see on the right hand side, question number 2, if P is equal to all those x such that x is less than 3, x belongs to set of natural numbers, very important, and Q is equal to all those x such that x is less than or equal to 2 and x belongs to W, and here W is the set of whole numbers. You have to find P union Q cross P intersection Q, where W is the set of whole numbers. Again, a very easy question. So given is that P is equal to all those x such that x is less than 3 and x belongs to n. So can you find all the natural numbers which are less than 3? So this will be equal to 1 and 2. So P is this. Now next, Q is all those x such that x is less than or equal to 2 and x belongs to the set of whole numbers. So all the whole numbers less than or equal to 2. So 0, 1, 2, because whole numbers start with 0. Okay. Now let's find what is P union Q. So P union Q means the set of all the elements of P together with the set of all the elements of Q, but the common elements are written only once. So therefore it will have 0, 1 and 2. Isn't it? 0, 1 and 2. And next you have to find what is P intersection Q. So intersection means only the common elements. So common elements are 1 and 2. Now let's find their Cartesian product in the order of this. So first P union Q, then cross P intersection Q. Now first of all, how many elements will be there? So it will have 3 into 2, that is 6 elements. So therefore, now in each ordered pair, the first element is coming from P union Q and the second element is coming from P intersection Q. So therefore this set becomes 0, 1, then 0, 2, then 1, 1, then 1, 2, then 2, 1 and then 2, 2. So you can see that it has 6 elements. So this is your question number 2. Now let's see question number 3. So given is that A is equal to all those x such that x belongs to W, x is less than 2. B is equal to all those x such that x belongs to n, x is between 1 and 5, and C is equal to 3, 5. You have to find A cross B intersection C and then A cross B union C. So let's do this question number 3. So what is A? A is equal to all those x such that x is coming from the set of whole numbers and x is less than 2. So first of all the whole numbers which are strictly less than 2. So it is 0 and 1. And what is B? B is equal to all those x such that x belongs to n and 1 is less than x, x is less than 5. So all the natural numbers between 1 and 5. So 2, 3 and 4. And the set C is given to be 3, 5. So first of all, let's find what is B intersection C. So the common elements in B and C. So it is equal to. So you can see the common element is singleton 3. Okay. And then what is B union C? So B union C will be equal to 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay. 2, 3, 4 and 5. Now in the first part, you have to find A cross B intersection C. So how many elements will be there in A cross B intersection C? See, A has 2 elements, B intersection C has only 1 element. So 2 into 1, 2 elements will be there. So therefore the 2 elements are 0, 3 and then you have 1, 3. So these are the 2 elements. Now next we have to find what is A cross B union C. So this will be equal to, the set A is 0, 1 and B union C is 2, 3, 4, 5. So let me write A is 0, 1 and B union C is 2, 3, 4 and 5. You can see that A cross B union C will be having 2 into 4, that is 8 elements, and those 8 elements are, so first ordered pair is 0, 2, then 0, 3, then 0, 4, then 0, 5, and then you will have 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4 and 1, 5. So these are the 8 elements. I hope the question is clear to you. Now next we have question number 4. In each of the following cases you have to find the values of small a and small b. So in the first part it is given that 2a plus b comma a minus b is equal to 8, 3. Now you know that two ordered pairs are equal if their corresponding elements are equal. So note that two ordered pairs are equal if their corresponding elements are equal. So therefore from this what we will get, this will imply that 2a plus b is equal to 8 and you will get a minus b is equal to 3. Mark this as 1 and this as 2. Now these two are, these two are pair of linear equations and a and b are your variables, so you have to solve this. So what we can do is, this implies first if you are solving, you can see that we have plus b and we have minus b, so you can first add 1 and 2. So add 1 and 2, what you will get 3a is equal to 11, and from here you will get a as 11 by 3. Now put a is equal to 11 by 3 in second equation. So what you will get that 11 by 3 minus b is equal to 3, and this implies that b is equal to 11 by 3 minus 3, which is equal to 11 minus 9 by 3, and which is equal to 2 by 3. So therefore a is equal to 11 by 3 and b is equal to 2 by 3. So these are the values of a and b. You can also verify this by substituting these two values in the given. Okay? Now in the second part it is given that a by 4 comma a minus 2b is equal to 0 comma 6 plus b. So again these two ordered pairs are equal, so this implies their corresponding elements are equal. So a by 4 is equal to 0 and then a minus 2b is equal to 6 plus b. Now a by 4 is equal to 0, so this implies a is equal to 0 into 4, which is equal to 0. So a is equal to 0. So put a equal to 0 in a minus 2b is equal to 6 plus b. So this implies that minus 2b is equal to 6 plus b, and this implies that 3b is equal to minus 6, and this implies that b is equal to minus 2. So therefore the values are that a is equal to 0 and b is equal to minus 2. Okay. Now let's see question number 5. So question number 5 says, given a is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, s is equal to all those x comma y such that x is coming from a and y is also coming from a. Find the ordered pairs which satisfy the conditions given below. So you can see that s is nothing but a cross a. ठीक है, क्योंकि first and the second element both are coming from the set A. Now question number 5. So given is the set A, which is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Now let's see what is the first part. So in the first part you have to find all those ordered pairs which satisfy the condition that x plus y is equal to 5. ठीक है? So therefore the ordered pairs satisfying x plus y is equal to 5 are. What we will do is we'll start with x equal to 1 because both x and y are coming from A. So see, when x is 1, y has to be 4 because I want x plus y to be 5. So therefore the first ordered pair is 1 comma 4. Now if 1 comma 4 belongs to this, then 4 comma 1 will also be there because 4 plus 1 is also 5. But 1 comma 4 is not equal to 4 comma 1. Now next let's put x equal to 2. When x is 2, y will be 3 and both 2 and 3 are coming from A. So 2 and 3, so therefore I'll write 3 comma 2 also. Now next I'll put x equal to 3. Now if x equal to 3, then y is equal to 2, that we have already written. Then if x is 4, then y will be 1, and then x is equal to 5, y has to be 0, but 0 is not there in the set A. So therefore these 4 ordered pairs are the only ones which satisfy the condition that x plus y is equal to 5. Okay, now let's see the second part. In the second part you have to find all those ordered pairs which satisfy the condition that x plus y is less than 5. So strictly less than 5. So let's start with 1. So if x is 1, then y can be 1. First of all, see, y is coming from A, so y will take the values from the set A. Now again if x is 1, then y can be 2 also because 1 plus 2 is 3. Now again if x is 1, then y can be 3. Now y cannot be 4 because 1 plus 4 will be 5. So now let's put x equal to 2. Now if x is 2, y can be 1 first of all. Then if x is 2, y can be 2, and then I'll stop here with x equal to 2. Then I'll substitute x equal to 3. If x is equal to 3, first of all y can be 1. Now y cannot be 2, so I'll stop here. Now if x is equal to 4, then y has to be, y 0 to hai nahi. So that means these are the ordered pairs which satisfy the condition that x plus y is less than 5, and you can see that they are 6. So 6 ordered pairs satisfy this condition. ठीक है, तो ध्यान में क्या रखना है कि x और y दोनों A में से आ रहे हैं. ठीक है. Now the third part says that you have to find all the ordered pairs which satisfy the condition that x plus y is greater than 8. Now if we start with x equal to 1, then I need y to be 7, but 7 is not there. In fact I need y to be 8. 8 is not there. So what we will do is we'll start with the greater values of x. So let's start with x equal to 5. Now if x is 5, then y can be, start with the greater values. Y can be first of all 5 because 5 plus 5 is 10. Now if x is 5, y can be 4. Y cannot be 3 because 5 plus 3 is 8. Now put x equal to 4. If x is 4, y can be 5. Yes. If x is 4, y can be 4. No. So I'll stop here. ठीक है. So only 4 ordered pairs are there which satisfy this condition. So we have 4 comma 5, 5 comma 4 and 5 comma 5. I hope you understood. क्योंकि ग्रेटर देन है तो मैंने बड़ी वैल्यू से स्टार्ट करा है. तो x को मैंने 5 पुट करा एंड देन आई विल स्टार्ट वेरिंग y. तो y की भी हम ग्रेटर वैल्यूज़, मैक्सिमम वैल्यूज से स्टार्ट करते हुए हम देखेंगे इनका सम इज़ ग्रेटर देन 8 और नॉट. Now let's see question number 6. Now question number 6 says that given R is equal to all those x comma y such that x and y are coming from W and x square plus y square is equal to 25. You have to find the domain and the range of R. Okay. So question number 6. First of all, it is given that R, the relation R is all those x comma y such that x and y are coming from the set W and x square plus y square is equal to 25. Now W is the set of whole numbers. Whole numbers are numbers starting with 0 and 1, 2, 3, 4 all like this. Okay. Now first of all we have to write the roster form of this relation. अभी आपको set builder form दे रखी है. Now first of all consider this x square plus y square equal to 25. You have to find all those x comma y. Now x is coming from the set W, so put x equal to 0. Now if x is equal to 0, I'll have y square is equal to 25, and this implies that y is equal to plus minus 5. But since y belongs to W, therefore I'll take y equal to 5. तो एक ऑर्डर्ड पेयर मेरे पास क्या आ गया 0,5. ठीक है. नाउ 0,5 अगर है तो 5,0 भी होगा बिकॉज 5 स्क्वायर प्लस 0 स्क्वायर इज अगेन 25. सो दिस इम्प्लाइज दैट 5, this. So what you get is 0,5 belongs to R, and similarly 5,0 also belongs to R. Now if I put x equal to 1, I'll get y square is equal to 25 minus 1, which is 24. ठीक है. And from here you can see that 24 is not a perfect square. तो मुझे इसका जो y is equal to root of 24, so root of 24 is not a natural number. तो यहाँ से मुझे कुछ नहीं मिलेगा, so I will not get anything. ठीक है. So this implies y is equal to root of 24. प्लस माइनस आएगा बट हम खाली पॉजिटिव साइन ले रहे हैं, एंड दिस डज नॉट बिलोंग्स टू द सेट ऑफ होल नंबर्स. नाउ पुट x इक्वल टू 2, then you will get y square equal to 25 minus 4, which is 21, and this implies that y is equal to root of 21, which again does not belongs to the set of whole numbers. Now next you put x equal to 3. Now x equal to 3, then y square will be equal to 25 minus 9. So 25 minus 9 is 16, and from here you will get that y is equal to 4. So therefore I get that 3,4 belongs to R, and also this implies that 4,3 belongs to R. So basically you will get that if x equal to 4, then y will be 3. ठीक है. तो आई कैन ओमिट दैट. व्हाट हैपन्स इफ x इज इक्वल टू 5? ये हमने ऑलरेडी निकाल लिया. नाउ व्हाट हैपन्स व्हेन x इज इक्वल टू 6? नाउ इफ x इज इक्वल टू 6, पुट x इक्वल टू 6, व्हाट यू विल गेट y स्क्वायर इज इक्वल टू 25 minus 36, which is less than 0, so not possible. So I will not take the values greater or equal to 6. ठीक है. So not possible, because y square cannot be negative. तो बेसिकली हमारा जो R निकल के आया उसके अंदर कौन कौन से ऑर्डर्ड पेयर्स आ गए. उसके अंदर मेरे पास आ गया 0,5, then 5,0, then I have 3,4 and 4,3. So 3,4 and 4,3. So these 4 ordered pairs are in R. Now what is the domain? Domain is the set of all first elements. तो डोमेन के अंदर 0 आ जाएगा, 5 आ जाएगा, 3 आ जाएगा, 4 आ जाएगा. सो डोमेन ऑफ R इज द सेट 0, 3, 4 and 5. ओके. एंड रेंज इज द सेट ऑफ ऑल सेकेंड एलिमेंट्स. सो रेंज के अंदर क्या क्या आ जाएगा 0, 3, 4 and 5. Because when you are writing a set, it is not important the order ठीक है, आप किस ऑर्डर में एलिमेंट्स को लिख रहे हो ये इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं है. एंड ऑल्सो रिपीटेशन ऑफ एलिमेंट्स इज नॉट अलाउड. सो यू कैन सी दैट डोमेन एंड रेंज बोथ आर सेम, 0, 3, 4 and 5. Now let's see question number 7. Question number 7 says that if R1 is equal to all those x comma y such that y is equal to 2x plus 7, where x is belonging to R and x is between -5 and 5, both -5 and 5 are included, is a relation. So it is given that it is a relation. Then you have to find the domain and the range of R1. So question number 7, R1 is given to be all those x comma y such that y is equal to 2x plus 7, where x belongs to R and x is belonging to the closed interval -5 to 5. I can write it like this also. Now इसकी जो डोमेन होगी, you can see that डोमेन आपको यहीं से पता चल रही है, real numbers lying in this interval. Now there are infinitely many real numbers between -5 and 5, including both -5 and 5. ठीक है, so therefore domain of R1 is equal to -5 to 5, because domain is what? The set of all first element. First element यहाँ पे क्या है? x, and x is coming from this closed interval -5 to 5. Now see, to find the range we need to know the values of y, and y is given by this relation, that y is equal to 2x plus 7, where x is coming from this interval -5 to 5. Now note one thing, there are infinitely many values of x, तो आप y की हर वैल्यू तो नहीं निकाल सकते, but you see the behavior of this y. Y is what? A linear function of x. ठीक है, and this relation is a function because for each x there is a unique y. हर x के लिए मुझे y की वैल्यू मिलेगी, और जो वो y की वैल्यू मिलेगी वो यूनिक रियल नंबर होगी. So this is a real function, and in fact you can see that as x increases y also increases, क्योंकि सब में पॉजिटिव साइन है, यहाँ पे +2 है, +2x + 7. ठीक है, तो जैसे जैसे x इंक्रीज करेगा, सो यू कैन राइट दैट एज x increases y also increases. ठीक है, and as your x decreases y also decreases. So therefore what we will do is we will find the minimum and the maximum value of y. उससे हमें रेंज पता चल जाएगी. ठीक है, so when x is equal to -5, y is equal to 2 into -5 plus 7, because this is the minimum value of x. So from here you will get -10 plus 7, which is equal to -3. And when x is maximum, that is when x is equal to 5, y is equal to 2 into 5 plus 7, which is equal to 17. Therefore the range of R1, so range of R1 is equal to close interval -3 to 17. So this is how you can find the range. ठीक है, but note that this is a function. R1 is a function. तो जैसे आप फंक्शन की डोमेन और रेंज निकालते हो, आपको उसी तरह से निकालनी है. ठीक है, सो लाइक दिस यू कैन. और मैं एक तरीका और बताती हूँ आपको. y is given to be 2x plus 7. रेंज निकालने का. सी x is lying between -5 and 5. अब किसी तरह आपको ये रिलेशन लेके आना है. ठीक है, सो व्हाट आई विल डू इज फर्स्ट आई विल मल्टीप्लाई बाय 2. तो 2 इज़ अ पॉजिटिव नंबर, तो इक्वालिटी साइन आपके चेंज रहेंगे. सो -5 इंटू 2 एंड 2x इज लेस देन 5 इंटू 2. So this implies what? That -10 is less than or equal to 2x, and this is less than or equal to 10. Now what we will do is now add plus 7. ठीक है, so what you will get? I'll get 2x plus 7 is less than or equal to 10 plus 7, and this is greater or equal to -10 plus 7. एंड दिस इम्प्लाइज व्हाट, दैट -3 इज़ लेस देन और इक्वल टू, और ये एक्सप्रेशन क्या है, y इज़ लेस देन और इक्वल टू 17. तो आप देख सकते हो y -3 और 17 के बीच में लाई कर रहा है, इंक्लूडिंग -3 एंड 17. सो दिस इज़ हाउ यू कैन ऑल्सो फाइंड द रेंज. ठीक है. Question number 8. If R2 is equal to all those x comma y such that x and y are integers, note that x and y are integers, and x square plus y square equal to 64 is a relation, then you have to find R2. So question number 8. So what is R2? First of all, R2 is given to be all those x comma y such that x and y, so x comma y belongs to the set Z of integers, and x square plus y square is equal to 64. Now very important thing to note here is that x and y are coming from the set Z of integers. Otherwise you have done the question like this. So start with put x equal to 0. Basically आपको सारे ordered pairs निकालने. Start with x equal to 0. If x is 0, then y square will be equal to 64. ठीक है. And this implies that y is equal to plus minus 8. Now we will take both the values, plus 8 as well as minus 8. So therefore this implied that 0 comma 8 and 0 comma minus 8 belongs to R2. And similarly this implies that 8 comma 0 and minus 8 comma 0 also belongs to R2. तो 4 ordered pairs आपको मिल गए हैं already. Now let's put x equal to 1. Put x equal to 1. Y square will be equal to 64 minus 1. So which is 63. ठीक है. And this implies that y does not belongs to z, क्योंकि इसका अंडर रूट जो आएगा it is not a integer. ठीक है. So plus minus, it is not an integer. तो ये वाला केस नहीं आएगा. Put x equal to 2. Y square will be equal to 64 minus 4, which is 60. And this implies that y is equal to plus minus root 60. Again this is not an integer. Then put x equal to 3. So if x is equal to 3, you will get y square equal to 64 minus 9. So 64 minus 9 will be equal to 55. And this implies that y is equal to plus minus root 55, which is again not an integer. So like this you can check. Put x equal to 4. You will get y square as 64 minus 16, which is equal to 64 minus 16 is 48. Now again this is not a perfect square. So root 48, which does not belongs to z. So like this you can check that these are the only ordered pairs. और कुछ टाइम के बाद आपके पास नेगेटिव वैल्यूज़ आने लग जाएंगी. फॉर एग्जाम्पल आई पुट x इक्वल टू 9, then y square will be equal to 64 minus 81. ठीक है. which is less than 0. so not possible. और x equal to 8 वाला केस हम ऑलरेडी देख चुके हैं. so therefore the relation R2 is equal to, this relation is equal to 0 comma 8, 0 comma minus 8, then you have 8 comma 0, and then you have minus 8 comma 0. Okay, so these four ordered pairs are there in R2. Now let's do question number 9. So question number 9 says that if R3 is equal to x comma mod x is a real number and it is given to be a relation, then you have to find the domain and the range of R3. So question number 9, first of all, what is R3? So R3 is equal to all those x comma mod x such that x is a real number. You have to find the domain and the range of this relation. Now see, it is given that x belongs to R. ठीक है. and the first element is also x. तो you can clearly see that the domain of this relation is nothing but the set of real numbers. So domain of R3 is equal to whole of the R. Now see the second element. So first of all, what you know about mod x? So we know that mod x is always non-negative, that is greater or equal to 0 for all x belonging to R. So this is the property of this function mod x. So that means the range, the set of all second elements is basically the set of all non-negative numbers. So therefore I will write that range of this R3 is equal to the set of positive real numbers together with 0. So this is how you have to write. Okay? Or in other words, you can also write this as closed from 0 and open from infinity. So this interval. Now let's do question number 10. So question number 10 says, is the given relation a function? Give reasons for your answer. So some relations are given and you have to tell whether they are functions or not. So question number 10, first part. So first part, h is equal to 4, 6, 3, 9. Then you have minus 11, 6. And then you have 3, 11. So basically you have to check whether each element in the domain has a unique image or not. Now here you can see that 3 is related to 9 as well as 3 is related to 11. So basically I can say that the element 3, which belongs to the domain of H, has 2 images. So image of 3 is not unique. Or in other words, you can say that you have 2 distinct ordered pairs having same first element. So my answer is H is not a function because or since we have 2 distinct ordered pairs (3, 9) and 3, 11 having same first element. Having same first element. Okay? Or in other words, you can say that is 3 has 2 images. Okay, now next part. So in the second part it is given that f is equal to x, x belongs to R. So x is a real number. It is given this. Now see that the first element and the second element both are equal. ठीक है? तो domain input is equal to output और इस टाइप का आप function already पढ़ चुके हो. This is known as an identity function. So for each x in the domain, I have a unique image because the image is x itself. So I will say that f is a function since for every x belonging to R, we have a unique image. And note that this is it is identity function. Okay, so this is how you can write. Now let's see the third part. So in the third part it is given that g is equal to n, 1 by n such that n is a positive integer. So n belongs to z plus. N is a positive integer. Okay? Now again I can see that for each positive integer n, I have a unique number 1 by n. Now this 1 by n need not be an integer. Okay? But 1 by n is always unique. So I will write yes, it is a function, or you can say that Yes, G is a function since every element in domain has a unique image. Okay, next part. So in the next part it is given that s is equal to, small s is equal to n comma n square, such that n is a positive integer. So n belongs to z plus. ठीक है. नाउ अगेन अगर आप कोई भी इंटीजर लेते हो और उसका स्क्वायर करते हो तो आपके पास एक ही नंबर आएगा ना. मैंने 3 लिया, 3 का स्क्वायर इज़ 9. मेरे पास 2 एलिमेंट्स तो नहीं आएंगे या एक से ज़्यादा एलिमेंट्स तो नहीं आएंगे. सो अगेन एस इज़ अ फंक्शन. सो आई विल राइट दैट एस इज़ अ फंक्शन since, and you know that this is nothing but this is the function y equal to x square, बट हमने ये जो फंक्शन पढ़ा था y इक्वल टू एक्स स्क्वायर, ये हमने सारे रियल नंबर्स के लिए पढ़ा था. एंड नाउ वी आर स्टडिंग ओनली फॉर पॉजिटिव इंटीजर्स. सो देयरफॉर s इज़ अ फंक्शन सिंस every element in the domain has a unique image. Okay, and note that this is nothing but y equal to x square such that x belongs to z plus. This is this function which you have already seen the graph of this function, but now x is coming from the set of positive integers. Now next we have the last part is given to be that t is equal to x comma 3 such that x belongs to R. Now here what is happening is कि हर x के लिए there is a unique image, क्योंकि आप x कुछ भी पिक करो इमेज एक ही है, that is 3, बट सारे के सारे x जो हैं they are related to 3, so it is like many to 1. ठीक है. So again this is a well defined function. So I'll write t is a function क्योंकि हर x के लिए मेरे पास एक यूनिक एलिमेंट ही है एंड दैट यूनिक एलिमेंट इज़ 3. दिस इज़ नॉट क्रिएटिंग एनी प्रॉब्लम कि सारे के सारे x 3 से रिलेटेड है. इट इज़ नॉट क्रिएटिंग एनी प्रॉब्लम. सो माइंड दैट. सो t इज़ अ फंक्शन सिंस every element in domain has a unique image. And note that this is nothing but your constant function. So note that t is a constant function which is given by f of x equal to y is equal to 3 for all x belonging to R. और आपको पता है इसका ग्राफ भी कैसे बनता है. So I am stopping here. In the next video I will be doing the remaining questions. So again and again please practice yourself also, do the examples, and please share my videos and please do subscribe my channel, very important, if you want that I upload more and more videos. And please do ask your problems in the comment section. Thank you.